Well, this is it. The best episode of SpongeBob SquarePants is Season 4, Episode 3, Have You Seen This Snail? Now, I've mentioned this before, but I haven't really gone into detail. So, the plot is that SpongeBob plays this Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy game, paddleball game, and he gets the Dirty Bubble Challenge. And he has to hit the paddleball an insane number of times in a row. While doing this, he forgets to feed Gary, which leads to Gary leaving him. And when SpongeBob notices, he and Patrick go on the search to look for him. So, why is this the best episode? Well, this episode, I think, is the culmination of what makes an amazing SpongeBob episode. So, why is this the best episode of SpongeBob? Well, as I said, it's the culmination of everything that what makes a good SpongeBob episode. It has memeable moments, emotional moments, and just overall greatness. So, my favorite joke in the show is X enters Squidward's house. So, this meme came from this episode. So, it's when SpongeBob and Patrick are walking around SpongeBob's house. And then Squidward says, "What are those Neanderthals up to? Don't they know I'm busy spoiling myself?" And then SpongeBob and Patrick break in. And then Squidward has an overly long scream that lasts 10 to 20 seconds. That is the best SpongeBob joke ever. It's just funny. And I can say that with a lot of SpongeBob jokes. But, So, this is the most heart-wrenching episode of the show, and the writers really put their all into this episode. Gary Come Home is my favorite SpongeBob song ever. Sweet Victory is not a song, so I don't count it. And even if I did, Gary Come Home would still win because it's just an amazingly crafted song. I gotta see who wrote this episode again because I have to give them props. You wrote an episode that is so good that people rethink about season 4. I mean, it made me rethink season 4. Now season 4 has the potential to be my favorite season of the show. But SpongeBob, we get a montage of SpongeBob looking for Gary, all while Gary Come Home plays. After the montage, we get the darkest scene in the entire show. I'm not even kidding. So, once Gary sees all the flyers SpongeBob hands out, he feels the need to go back. Oh, by the way, Gary gets rescued by this old lady out in the streets who mistakes him for mistakes him for Miss Tuftsy. And we see a photo of her pet snails in the portrait, but we don't see them in the episode. That's important. And in every scene of her and Gary, she's constantly feeding him. Now, what am I getting at here? Well, if you watch the episode, you know exactly where this is going. So Gary wants to leave. He just opens the wrong door, and then a bunch of snail shells just roll out of the closet. And then House of Horror Part 3 plays. It's, oh my goodness. Death in SpongeBob usually treats it as a joke because the way that these people are dying are so comedic, but this episode takes that and just tweaks it just a tad. And now we see the old lady in a whole new light. Now she's legitimately trying to overfeed Gary so she can eat him. What? And there's a deleted scene where she chases Gary down with an axe, which was deemed too scary. So that was too scary, but this isn't? What? Nick, are you stupid? I'm gonna go with yes, actually. So she chases Gary down with cookies instead and deviled eggs. Gary hides. He pushes a snail that we saw early in the episode to take his place. And then SpongeBob finds Gary. We get the most wholesome scene in the show, and then the episode ends. I feel me and a lot of other people sing the praises of this episode, and for a good reason. It's just the best episode of the show. Like, sure, Dungeons and Dragons and Christmas Who could compete, but they just can't compete, if you know what I mean. Like, they're amazing in their own right, but have you seen the snails just on a whole separate level? Like, if every other episode on this list is an S tier, this is an SSSSS plus tier. It's that good. But I feel I've said all I needed to say on this episode. It's an amazing episode. It's the best of the show. Enough said. Goodbye.